Welcome to the third screencast for using Final Cut. In this screencast, we're going to be going over making subclips so that you can begin editing down your raw video into something that is usable for your projects. So I'm going to start by opening up the video bin, which contains all of my video clips that I imported in a previous screencast. And here we have clip number 35. I'm going to double click that to bring it up in the viewer area. Now I can kind of scrub through this by dragging the playhead around, and there are a few, detail shots of Derek doing some copy editing. There's some of his hand and his pen, and there's some of his glasses and his eye looking at the page. So we're going to make two subclips out of this raw clip, and we do that by using the I and the O buttons to set in and out points. I'll probably want maybe a 5-second clip of this detail shot, and so just in case, I'm going to get 10 seconds because you can always trim it down later. And if you have the extra space on both the front and the back, it lets you it gives you the ability to add transitions that you otherwise couldn't if you had no extra space on either side. So we're going to let this play with the space bar. And then we just set the out point with O. Make sure I got that before I moved away. I just set it there. And now I've set my in and my out point. So this is kind of constraining the subclip that I'm going to make. I use Command U, and there's my subclip on the left in the video bin. Now you always want to rename them, and I like to put a prefix in the front. In this case, I'll put detail, and then Derek copy editing. I include the prefix because it gives me a way to organize all of my subclips. If you didn't have the prefix in the front, there would be, sometimes 30, 40, 50 different subclips, and they're all very descriptive in how you named them, but you don't actually know what type of shot that is. So this is a quick way for me to tell if it's a detail shot, if it's an interview, if it's just for voiceover, if it's a wide shot, if it's a medium shot, all of that, if it's good B-roll. So I would think of a naming convention that works for you and then stick to it just to stay organized. Okay, so there's the first subclip. Now we're going to go back into clip number 35 and find this part here. You set your in point with I, spacebar to play, and you set your out with O, and then again Command U to make a subclip, and we'll call this one detail Derek glasses. And that is how you make subclips in Final Cut.